So I don't know about you guys, but Doctor Strange still remains one of my favorite MCU films. The way it takes on all of these elements we've never seen explored before in comic book movies or even the MCU itself, and manages to tell them in a nice, simple way and set up what is undoubtedly going to be a huge part of the MCU going forward, just felt very refreshing to me. So naturally, many of us want some details on Doctor Strange too, and we haven't had much. So before we get into the video, let me just quickly remind you guys to subscribe. And if you haven't yet, hit the notification bell to be notified the moment a new video goes up. Well, there was recently a small update. Scott Derrickson, who is of course the director of the first Doctor Strange, is more or less all but guaranteed to be coming back for the second one unless something goes very, very wrong. Well, his co-writer recently took to Twitter and he said this, and I quote, "I'm never happier than when I'm deep into a project and everything is firing on all cylinders." That's exactly what's going on with me and Scott Derrickson right now. It's been amazing settling back up with him and writing together again. And of course, earlier in 2017, Scott Derrickson himself also teased that Nightmare might be the villain that they're looking into, that it's going to be tricky, but it's something he wants to do. And of course, originally when Scott Derrickson made a short film that he actually pitched to Marvel Studios, he used Nightmare as the actual central villain. So that could be our possible first indicator on what could be happening in this film. So it's a minor update, but at least we know they're working on a script. But if they're working on a script, here's the bad news, guys. It's probably still at least a year and a half away from shooting or being at a very early stage of production, which probably means a late 2020 release date, which there is a November 1st that is scheduled for Marvel Studios, but it really wouldn't surprise me if this movie was coming out in something like February or March of 2021. And make no mistake, they're not content on releasing the same character, at the same time every year. I mean, look, they're moving all these franchises around, so it doesn't really matter anymore. So yeah, sounds like Doctor Strange 2 is coming at us later rather than sooner.